Welcome to Heartfelt with Julie Majarison, a space for honest stories, tender truths, and soul-deep conversations. I'm your host, Julie Majarison, and here we explore the questions that stir something real in us. Questions about joy, fear, healing, and the moments that shape who we are. Each episode is an invitation to slow down, go deeper, and hear the kind of stories that remind us we're not alone in this human experience. So wherever you are right now, thank you for being here. Let's begin. Welcome to Heartfelt with Julie Majarison podcast, and I am so excited with my guest that I have today. I actually just met Pauletta last week at the Maitland Market, and Pauletta did my hair in braids. You might have seen it on the social media, and it is something that I've wanted to do for, I'm going to say, 50 years, and
Right.
I just really enjoyed having them done. So I'm just going to tell you a little bit about Pauletta. She migrated to Australia in 2010 to Adelaide. She has worked in the healthcare sector, community services, youth justice programs, and mental health over the years since 2013. She's currently growing her natural hair growth in skincare business, and she is married to her wonderful husband of 16 years, and they are blessed to have a beautiful daughter, Elizabeth. And if you actually did watch the social media post, and if you haven't, I encourage you to go back and have a look. Elizabeth was singing in the background. First off, she was
Mm.
my videographer, and then she was singing in the background, and it was just so beautiful to witness. So, welcome, Pauletta. How are you today?
Yeah, thank you, Julie. I'm doing well, thank you.
That's great. Pauletta's been busy this morning doing her making, preparing, and all about the crown of fine of gold, which I'm sure she will elaborate on throughout our interview. Is there
Right.
anything that you'd like to share first, Pauletta, before we start?
Um, at the moment, I'm just excited to be here, and I would like to acknowledge Julie taking this time to be with me and sharing her platform with me as well. I don't take it lightly. I really appreciate for the fact that I'm given this opportunity, which I've never done before. So I'm really grateful to be here today with you, Julie.
Oh, thank you. I'm so grateful that you took up the offer and you have the courage. And I feel so humble that I'm your first interview. So
No, so great.
that's
Yeah.
beautiful. That's beautiful. Let's start with the questions. What brings you joy, Pauletta?
Um, let's talk about joy. Mostly coming home to my family from work after a busy day. And especially seeing my daughter and all those things she have to share with me and stuff like that, being with my husband, those are the things that bring me joy. And most recently that I've started my business as well, is getting feedback from people that have used the product and that have been working, improving their hair, improving their skin. Those things make me happy and want me to contribute more. Yeah,
Yeah,
those are the things.
having the validation that you're on the right track must be very rewarding.
It has been very rewarding, and it give you reassurance that yeah, you're doing the right thing, and seeing that little smile on people's faces, it brings more joy than me.
Yeah, beautiful. Do you have a fear that you're aware of that's holding you back?
Yes, when I talk about fear of disappointment, um where you have when you have a task to do, you are not able to fulfill that task. Let's say for instance, disappointed, you are looking forward to something and you realize that what you have been looking forward to is not being achieved. You get disappointed knowing that you have not been able to fulfill those things. those things bring me disappointment. Let's say I've trusted few people around me, but due to circumstances that is out of my hand, those disappointment come in when those things have not been met or I'm not able to see, then it's not been achieved. I'm disappointed in those moments. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Have you ever had a life-changing moment that you'd like to share about?
Yes. A good life-changing moment changed in 2010 when I arrived in Australia, and I feel it was different. It was something that was just different. Communication wise, it was different. Family wise, it was different, and even the whole culture, everything was different. So I took that on board, and I felt like it was an opportunity to explore who I was.
Mm. Yeah, wow.
Yeah,
So your culture, Pauletta,
yeah.
where are you from?
I'm from Liberia, Pacific, in West Africa.
So did you come from there straight to Adelaide?
No, we were in the refugee camp. We was in like a place called you say refuge area, and we were there for a few times. That's in Guinea. That's in West Africa as well. We stayed there for about 2 years before coming to Australia. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And did you know much English before you came here?
Yes, well, where grew up, there was school that I was going to, and it were all English speaking schools, so that helps me a lot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's great because I only know English. I'm not sure how another language would be for me, but
Yeah.
anyway, I might tackle that one day. Has there been a moment that you wish you could freeze in time?
Yes, thank you for asking that question. Um, this moment will be having time again with my loved one that have passed away. Especially being connected to most of them. My brother, that was really close to me. We grew up together. He was like you say a secret buddy. You say everything to him and stuff like that. And losing him in 2019 was a really, really big hit for me. And that
Mm,
changed my life in the most way that I wish that those time that we had together could come back to me. Yeah.
mm. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you for
Yeah.
sharing. Yeah. Do you have a trigger that you know of that's you would like to share about it?
I'm not aware of it yet, but maybe when someone's pointing out, I will be. But with trigger, who's it? I anger.
Anger, yeah. Do you
Yeah,
have, yeah, that anger comes out?
that anger's come out when I'm disappointed and I'm not able to achieve something. I get angry with myself and I feel like I'm not doing enough.
Yeah.
And that's yeah.
Yeah, great. If a genie jumped out of the
Mhm.
bottle and granted you one wish, what would that
Yeah.
be, Pauletta?
Traveling back to Africa to see other people again. Traveling back to Africa and then seeing families or friends and just seeing the environment, what it's like after maybe 16 or more years now. Yeah. Actually it'll be 18 years because we left in the 2008. Yeah.
So you would like to travel back, but just
Yeah.
as a visitor.
So, yeah. I
Yeah.
would like to visit and go and see the food and try more food, which is more organic. Yeah, and different thing again. Yeah.
And you'd like to take your daughter back to sh show her your
Yeah.
culture, I assume?
Yeah. She has been asking about it. She reckon well we should go on holiday so she can see those people she usually talk to on Zoom or on Facebook. She talk to some of my cousin and siblings on those WhatsApp or things like that, and she would like to see them. She always asks. So yeah, she definitely go.
Yeah, so it's on her list of achievements to get over there.
Yeah.
When she becomes a singer, she'll be able to travel around because she shared with me that she's going to be a singer. So I said,
Yeah.
once she's a singer and well known, I'll be having her here on the podcast also. So watch
Okay.
this
Yeah.
space, everyone.
Yeah. You see Elizabeth coming up. She's so passionate about that. Oh,
Yeah,
it's been good.
which is beautiful. What is something that you've never said out loud, but you wish someone would ask you about?
Mm. Um, this come to your faith, my faith, being a Christian, and that's something you don't share out the most often because you're too afraid. You don't want to offend people when you are in a workplace, or people call you too religious or too like categorize you as a person. So those are
Mm,
the things that you keep within yourself. Even when you're at work, you don't want to share that with other people because you think that if you share, then that might get them away, or you might get in trouble and sort of things like that. So those things
yeah.
I've kept in within and just pray for the right moment to be able to speak out. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful to
Yeah.
actually see that and understand that and have that in your awareness. So thank you very
Hmm.
much for sharing that.
Thank you.
When was the last time you truly felt seen, and what was it about that moment that has stayed with you?
Um, there's two moment actually. I wrote this down. I thought about the other one. The first one was the first one is having a conversation with one of my friends. And this friend and I relate to most things that I do. So when I'm having a conversation with her and she's speaking from the place that she doesn't want to share or not quite open to want to share that moment, I'll pick on that and I will relate to that and we'll start to share a bit more. So when we are in that space, we explore, we communicate very well, and we're just vulnerable with each other, and we out there every time at wanting to communicate and stuff like that. Those are the moments I really cherish and I feel seen because she understands where I'm coming from and I understand it as well.
Yeah, so you feel very validated.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful. And is your friend in your area, or is it normally over Zoom that you have these moments with your friend?
Um, we have it on the phone. Like we just call each other and just yeah.
Yeah,
Look forward to
yeah,
this every week pretty much. Yeah.
yeah, that's lovely. Lovely connection to have. If you could send a message,
Hmm.
not advice, back to your younger self, what would that
Hmm.
be?
I wrote this down. I should have every sort of what letter. I read this letter to myself. I'll just go back so that I can read word for word what I sent to Polita. Um, where am I? Sorry, Julie. I'm just getting my letter.
Yeah, it's okay.
So I said, hi, Polita. How are you? Hope you're doing well. And remember that you are enough and you are always being enough. I'll talk to you soon and see you later.
Oh, lovely. Well
Yeah.
done. Well done. What does healing look like for you right now, Pauletta?
Healing. More, the center of my healing will be in Christ.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier, I'm a Christian and I'm a big believer on faith. So it's centered about my hope again, knowing that I have someone that I have someone that I trust in, and I can be able to receive freedom. So that is where we say faith, hope, and grace. So you have that,
Beautiful.
yeah. Knowing that
Mm.
whenever you pray, when you're feeling down, you don't have to go through a therapy section. You don't have to go through a moment of like meltdown, but you can know that when you come into your room or in your safe place that you pray or something like that, you can be able to release that and you can feel the presence and just having that moment that you're just healing from whatever that is and just having that reassurance that you're covered and sort of things like that.
And you're supported.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you feel the support. Wow. That sounds so great. Now, I would love to know a little bit about where Crown of Fine Gold came from. And was it an inspiration that you had? Was it come out of frustration because you couldn't find the products yourself? What happened? Can you tell me a little bit about it?
Yes. Those of you that don't know about Crown of Fango is an home business that I started, it was not a business to start off with. It was an inspiration that started with my daughter when gave birth to Elizabeth. And I remember taking her to school and just trying to find the right thing for her head. And when I'm doing her hair in the morning, it's it's Afro and it's very frail. You try to get it all together to detangle and do some things like that. So I started managing her hair and walking to this daycare one day, seeing other kids, the hair is just scattered, it's just frail, it's just all not managed properly. And then I start to think about contemplating on how our hair was being looked after back home. Like it was those little simple things that mom would use to do our hair. Not it didn't have any chemical, there's no tension that was breaking heat or anything. And I said that's something that really brought the health and the beautiful skin that we had. So that's something I can be able to give back to my daughter, whereas mine was not managed long when I turned to teenager and started to do the perm heat on my hair. So I wanted to give that back to my daughter so she can read that can be redefined. So she can find herself out there knowing that she can use her hair beautifully well. Her skin is just natural and managing that and knowing that not having too much chemical on her skin, it's just something that I wanted to explode on. And when I did that, I started trying little products at home, just doing it by myself, like DIY. And I did it for her, and people started asking, "Oh, what are you using on your daughter hair? What are you using on her skin and stuff like that?" So I started having more people started having interest in it, and even families started asking, "Oh, can you do my kids one? Can you do a batch for my daughter? Can you do a batch for my family?" And they started encouraging me, and that's how I grow. And I'm not a business person. I'm not from a business background. So I'm more in the healthcare and nursing setting. So you would say this is something like this came up. But I started inspiring to my spirit that I've been having more prompting and the Lord started impressing it into my spirit. Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that as a business? So I just went into that and I thought like it will help our community out there because knowing that you're from a not minority background and you go into a shop like Coles, Woolies, there are multiple other products that are there, but they are not unique for our hair types. Something that you use for a little while, but it doesn't last. Let's say you start to use this certain product and it's going well with your hair, and then it discontinues. That frustrates you,
Mm,
and you go to start again.
mm,
Yeah, those I'm like, how can I be able to help myself, and I can be able to contribute to the community, and this is how Crown of Fango came to life.
mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Where do you actually start when you're bringing this all together?
I started in my kitchen.
Yeah.
I I started writing my kitchen, started doing it. Sometimes I would take it after work to start doing it and started doing research about it as well. How can I get these products around here and where can I be able to get them from? So I started using little ingredient in my kitchen, like let's say for instance, you have like olive oil and you have like rosemary instead of things like that. I started to use rosemary, formulating rosemary into the oil. I started using aloe vera as well, and those things gradually just came up together really well.
Wow. So you were practicing it on your hair and also Elizabeth's hair and
Yeah,
and and I guess there was more people in your community that you could get them to try it on.
yeah. My big help was Medicaid. I would say my elder sister and her hair at the moment and her body just looking so amazing that her hair that's just swell. Even her hair is longer than mine, knowing that she was the one she didn't even care. She like gave it to me because it was free. I wasn't selling it then. I was just giving it to them. I try it and just so she was really supportive and she's like, just do my hair, just do my hair. And now seeing where she was and where she is now is a very good feeling. I'm very grateful for that.
Ah, beautiful. And have you always been able to braid like how you did my hair, or did you learn that when Elizabeth came along?
I not really. I think Elizabeth pushed me into doing it more neatly. I could just do like basic thing on my hair, but she got me into that more wanting to have that neat hair where you don't have 2 days, but she can be able to carry to school for a week or two like that. Yeah.
Mm, Yeah, yeah. So how have you learnt to manage your hair throughout your years? Have you've been able to do you do your hair, can you do your hair the same way or
Yeah, like this one on me now. I did this one myself. So
wow.
I will do my own hair sometimes, and sometimes when I'm not able to do it, that depends the style that I want, my sister will help and other people around me as well. But with the hair, it's more of being able to control the intensity of your hair and how, because it's very, when it gets dry, it cannot be managed. It's just something you need to be able to bring those dryness down. And
Mm.
I was able to come up with a formulation that can be able to help with that. And we work our way within time, and that has been very enough.
Beautiful. Just want to let you know if you're interested in any of these products, Pauletta's links are below. So you can find her by clicking on the links and looking at her website and all the products and also for the skin,
Yeah,
which is amazing. And I just was so grateful to meet you and actually have my hair done. And it was
yeah.
so good for when I was in the ocean while we're away.
Mm.
And yeah, so it was all meant to be. And I was wondering, did that little girl come back and get her hair done? Because
Yeah, she did actually. She came back with her dad, and she got her hair done. Or that we show him a few other stuff that he could get as well. So he purchased a few other stuff from the store, and he went on. He was so looking forward to this as well because it was her first time as well getting her hair done.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And
yeah.
then there was another lady who had inquired. Did she come back?
No, I didn't see that, but there's another lady that came back. We didn't do her hair, but we show her the product, and instantly she was just so into it. She's like, my head is filled and I cannot manage and the breeze at the time. So we show her one of the hair butter. So she applied this hair butter. She said, what is it like? Whether we should open the bottle, and she applied it on her hair and up she went. And guess what? When she applied that on her hair, she went about 2 blocks away from my shop on the other side, and she told someone about that. And the brother said, how did you have your hair change so quickly? And he said, oh, I got it for Pauletta. And the lady came on my store. She actually got maybe about $60 worth of products. So yeah, she was
Wow.
just, yeah, she was very impressed the result she had like applying the butter to her hair.
Yeah, beautiful. Word of mouth, working
Yeah,
straight
it,
away.
it did work for her.
Yeah, that's great. Wow. Is there anything else that you'd like to share about your life, childhood, your transitioning into Australia? Anything else that you'd like to share about Pauletta that really has lit you up or helped you along on your journey?
Yeah, when I moved here to Australia back then, Australia is a beautiful place, I would tell anyone. And I really like the mateship, you say. The relationship that Australian had, they're not proud. They don't they see everyone as friends. Like back in 2000s, and that's what I see. But now it has changed a little bit. Where when you're going somewhere, you don't know where you're going, and you ask anyone at the bus stop or anywhere, they will like willing to help you and those sort of things coming from a new place and migrating to a new country, you know that you need little help, but you cannot be able to express that where you need the help from. But then when we ask anyone on the street, we're able to help. And that I was really grateful for that as well. And knowing that you were not judged, but they could be able to link you with the right person or connect you. Even if they can't help, they will send you the right direction. So I really appreciate that. And there are a lot of people that are still doing the match shit out there. Even when they see you walk on the street, they say, "Hey, good day," and stuff like that. So that was really, really helpful. And I learned a few slangs as well.
What are the slangs that you've learned?
Was the slang I just said it, and they said, "Good at mine," and that, that's one of the thing. And yes, I hold on to those words, and I thought it was really, really amazing seeing other people relate to that as well. So Australia doing, yeah.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, I'm so grateful that we have met, and
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll cross paths again,
yeah,
and I look forward to seeing your business grow
yeah,
and thrive. And I am so grateful that you were willing to come on, because this is what Heartfelt with Julie Majarrison is about. It's about
yeah.
bringing humans together
Mm,
and just sharing their story, because everyone's stories matters is how I
yeah.
see it. Yeah, so thank you.
Uh,
Thank you for sharing this moment with us. I hope something in this conversation stays with you, opens something up in you, or simply made you feel seen. If this episode moved you, feel free to share it with someone who might need it too. And if you'd
mm,
like to continue the journey with us, be sure to subscribe and stay connected. Until next time, take care of your heart and remember, your story matters. Thank you, Pauletta.